In the corner, it's Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Wade outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
And that one, good.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Now, here's Payton. Pass to Wade. Shoots over Kobe. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Jordan left side. Second shot opportunity. Uncovered. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there. They catch a break as he whiffs it.
Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots. How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Toronto leading by 4. On the wing, Bryant. He takes it in. And Bryant slams it in.
Slicing them up. Kobe so slick on the drive.
Pippen outside. Back to Payton. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here is Frazier.
2 minutes remaining.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Jones. Outside Hill. That shot off the mark.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Jones. 6 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Worthy with a clean look. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, I think this team is so much better when Worthy is knocking down threes. It makes them really hard to stop.
Here's Frazier. Drives to the hoop. McGrady.
Tracy McGrady.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Pass to Worthy. That one falls. Worthy's got 5 points so far.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Here's Leonard. O'Neal. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Tatum for three. And that does it for the first quarter. Toronto leads by 6. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's O'Neal. And it's sent back by Howard.
Nice timing by the big fella Howard. Outstanding being able to get that rejection.
And Toronto has possession. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Checking in for Toronto, number 13, Bill Russell.
Now Wade. Scoreless thus far. Releases. O'Neal with the steal. Stolen by Wade. Poked away. It's stolen by McGrady. It's George on the wing. Back to Westbrook. McGrady outside. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. McGrady's got the first basket of the second quarter for Toronto.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
And that one's good from Havlicek.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
McGrady outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by Howard.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Tatum looking around. 5 on the clock. James Worthy on the wing. Toronto grabs the miss. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Pass to Russell. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Stolen by Havlicek. The shot by Wade, wide open. And the 3 ball is good. Wade's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Frazier. No scoring in this one. Jordan outside. 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
And he's good on the second. Payton looking it over. Pippen outside. Pass to Bird. That one doesn't go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now, here's Payton. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Bird misses. And so Bryant will bring it up for Toronto. Jordan's shot is off.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Now here's Duncan. Nothing on the board. And the dunk by Duncan.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Pass to Frazier. Hits the three-point bomb. Frazier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
.41 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Payton. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's length really makes him a threat on the offensive glass.
Now here's Frazier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
He's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Hill. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so here's Toronto. They're leading by 8. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jason Tatum. David.
And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating. This is certainly not the way they wanted to begin the season. I guess it's never too early to start tinkering with the lineup. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
On the clock. Here's Wade. Misses from short range. Pass to Jordan. And shot on the way. That's short off the rim.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Toronto leading by 11. Here's Russell. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Russell's got his second basket.
Well, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Now here's Wade. Duncan outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Mikan.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Up top, Pippen. Hasn't made one yet. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Bryant bullies through.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Rushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Team foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Now, here's Westbrook. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
He hits both from the stripe. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Here's Hardaway, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Hardaway. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And it's Bird missing. George up top. Here's McGrady. They get it back. Here's O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal.
And Shaq with the slam.
Because Shaquille O'Neal is so big and so athletic and so relentless, it's really hard to keep him off the glass.
Now here's Hardaway. Still yet to score. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
A 3 from Leonard. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. A wide open look for Bird. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Toronto leading by 22. Here's Leonard. O'Neal trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
4th team foul.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 2, Ja Morant.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Jones. Here's Morant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got his first bucket of the night.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Frazier with it. Outside Leonard. It just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Morant. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And when the 3 ball is falling for Morant, the defense is in trouble.
Now Bryant. Pass to Jordan. Puts one up from 19. And yes, it's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
He gets it in there.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
You know, even inside, Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
Now here is Hill. A shake. Another shot. Here's Howard. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
Home team foul.
And that foul's called on Grant Hill.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Howard with the steal.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
And he commits the intentional foul. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Jordan looking it over. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Kobe can't hit. Here's Wade. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Team foul.
I like the defense's hustle, but Wade smartly turns their efforts against them and draws the foul.
That free throw good from Wade. Both good from the line that time.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's Mikan. The three from Bryant. Hands it from downtown.
Boy, right now, Kobe's turned that grease on the stove up, folks. He is on fire. Keep getting him the ball, please.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now, here is Hill. And he gets it to go. Hill's got his first basket of the night.
Inside, Hill can be a problem finding a way to get around the defense and score the ball.
Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Pippen. Jordan can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Grant Hill on the wing. Bird outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Mikan.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now here's Jordan. On the wing, Malone. Pippen with the steal. Pass to Bird. All alone. On the wing, Bird. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, Toronto. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. That doesn't go either for Bird.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to McGrady. Knocked away. Stolen by Pippen. And then Pippen slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Wade. Pass to Howard. Bird left side. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto leading by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and he'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Kobe Bryant.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
5th team foul. Shooting for Toronto, Paul George. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And the dunk by Havlicek. 44 seconds left in the game. Pass to Shaq. And it's Jordan that's out the key. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Shooting for Toronto, Michael Jordan.
Free throw good, Jordan.
The line for 2.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
The first one falls.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Abdul-Jabbar.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Now here's Leonard. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise.
Really handle all this flavor. Wanna keep this up.